The opening kick is in the air, and Ian Lee kicks it, and it's taken by the Juniata Valley Hornets. It's Aaron Masonette, and Josh Cicela brings him down just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34-yard line, and that's where the Hornets will take over.
We didn't have an anthem here, which is very unusual. There's some confusion as to when the band was to go out. They never got out, and so we're cranking her up here.
Their base offense is a wing T, so the Wildcats are used to that.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Jesse Clark is the fullback, and the snap is bobbled by the quarterback, and he's in trouble, and Ian Lee smothers him back at about the 33-yard line as he moved toward the Portage bench, and Caleb Taylor tackled by Lee, and I don't know if he just bobbled that snap from his center, Sean Anders Ward. Last week, Ryan Fitzgerald was the center, but because of some personnel issues, he's the right tackle, and Sean Anders the new center, and sometimes it takes a while, even after practice, to get used to that, the little bit of a difference there.
Yeah, it's not Portage we're playing now.
Did I say Portage?
It's the green color.
Green.
Yeah, it's throwing us.
They give up the middle to the fullback, Clare, and Clare over the 35 to the 36-yard line. On the tackle for Homer center, Stephen McLaughlin. And he's up to the 36, so he gets that couple of yards that the quarterback Taylor lost, and +1, maybe +2, gain of 4, we'll call it, 3rd down and 8.
Well, that's the guy they got to stop. They got to eliminate the fullback. That gets them into their counters, and Homer did a pretty good job of defending the counters, but if you're getting that fullback through, it blows the whole defense up.
Taylor, 94 of 161 for 1,600 yards. The southpaw throws out the left flat, has Masonette, but he's tackled in his tracks by Aaron Brzezinski. He'll gain a yard to the 37-yard line, and the Hornets will have to send out the punt team.
Looks like Boomer Esiason back there, left-hander. Swung it out there pretty well, but great job by Brzezinski there. He closed the gap real quick. It was passing the flat that Homer has been susceptible to giving up, but Aaron covered it real well. Homer's going to receive the punt. Good series for the defense, Mark. Very important to start out like that.
That would be nice to see a punt return. Brzezinski and Lee stand at their own 30, awaiting the punt from Clare, and he gets it away, and it's a floating kick, and Lee comes up and fumbles the football, kicks it, dives on it. No, he doesn't. It's loose, and I think Juniata Valley has the football at the Wildcat 43. They certainly do. And the Wildcats cough it up. Bryce Mills recovers it.
Ian had a late break on the ball. Punt was dying really quickly. He tried to catch it around his shoe tops there, and it just bounced forward into the hands of Juniata Valley. And now, well, it looked like he could start looking like a bad start here for Homer Center.
So they're at the 43-yard line. It's a cold night, and you're right. The biggest problem there for Ian was the late break that he got on the football. Fullback Clare, who's rushed for 1,278 yards and 21 touchdowns, and it's going to be a flea flicker, and throwing downfield, and it's going to be incomplete, and no flag. Boy, that looked like a penalty on Johnny Ireland, to be honest with you, as he bumped into Nate Ladig. And the Wildcats maybe caught a break there. I was assuming that was going to be.
Well, it is a penalty if we interpret it the way I see it in the pros. I don't know if the high school, that was called face guarding. He never looked for the ball. So I'm being told that that's allowed in the high school. So Johnny did not turn and look for the ball, just held his arm up, and he might have bumped him slightly, but not enough for the flag. A break for the Wildcats.
Bryce Mills repositioned as a left wing. Split backs behind Caleb Taylor. They send Clare out of motion. Toss left to Masonette. He has some running room. Ian Lee trying to get the angle on him. He knocks him down inside the 40 at about the 38-yard line. And right in front of that Juniata Valley bench.
Nice play by Ian there. Clark missed the block. Clark was supposed to take Ian out. That would have been a first down had he done that. But Ian was able to slip the block. Boy, that's critical. And then went up and made the play. So it's 3rd and 5 here for Juniata.
3rd down, 5 from about the Wildcat 38-yard line. Tight end on the right side is Sam Gilday, 8 receptions this season. Double wing, Clare the fullback, motion man Masonette, but they give it up the middle to the fullback, and Claire close to a first down. He may even have it. It's going to depend on the spot at the 9-minute mark of this first quarter. Stephen McLaughlin on the tackle, and the officials eyeing it up, and they're going to bring the chains in for a measurement. It is that close. So either first down Hornets or 4th and inches. Time to tell you that IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is a proud sponsor of Homer Center Wildcat football. Urgent is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 8 to 8, Saturdays and Sundays from 9 to 5 for minor bumps, bruises, illnesses, and it is a first down. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, outpatient services. I had some treatments and services the other day, and it works out very, very well. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, Old Route 22 next to Chestnut Ridge Golf Resort in Blairsville. First down Hornets.
Yeah, they used the fullback, Aaron. Did a nice little job of trapping Homer that time for the first down. Again, the Cats are going to have to shore that up.
First and 10 from the Wildcat 33, and they give on an inside reverse. Masonette leaps in the air, and he's tackled by Jim Bentz on the far sideline. Kind of spun around, Ward, and then leaped in the air for whatever reason. I'm not sure that was necessary. It ends up being a 3-yard gain to the Wildcat 30.
Homer's ends are generally real good at staying home. We've talked about Matt McAdoo all year long. Jimmy Bentz, same way. And these double reverses, things that they haven't seen a lot of in the Heritage Conference, is something that they are doing a nice job of defending.
Mike Newhouse not in there defensively. We, of course, have not seen the offensive unit yet. Double wing again. Mills in motion. They give it to Claire. Claire cuts it back, has 3 tough yards to about the Wildcat 27-yard line. Cody Miller on the stop for the Homer Center Wildcats. The big defensive lineman at 6'2", 227 pounds. This Wildcat defense allows 14.5 points per game, 131 yards rushing, 86 passing, 217 total yards per game, and it took a hit last week, Ward, 359 allowed.
They got pushed around, and that's what I was just about to say, Mark. Tonight they need to shut this down here. They had done that, but the turnover has allowed Juniata to control the football since the kickoff.
Third down and about 4 from the Wildcat 27, and they give it up the middle to Claire again. He breaks a tackle. McAdoo brings him down at about the 23-yard line. Going to be very, very close to a first down.
24, yeah.
McAdoo had some assistance from Aaron Brzezinski, and they're going to bring the chains in again as they stop the clock with 7:29 to play in a scoreless first quarter.
This is what you want if you're Juniata. They're controlling the ball, they're moving it, getting 3 yards a pop, getting first downs, keeping the ball away from Homer Center. Yeah, Wildcats right now have not been able to stop them.
They stretch the chains out. I think they're going to be short this time.
They're a little short, yeah.
And they are by about 2 lengths of the football. So the Wildcats defense going to try to get off the field here. They certainly did the job on the first try for Juniata Valley, but unfortunately the turnover on special teams gave them second life. 6-foot senior quarterback Caleb Taylor under center.
Needs some penetration from the D-line here.
Claire, the fullback, they restart the clock. And Taylor going to turn and hand it off, and he's met and dropped for a loss, and Homer Center's defense holds. Lucas Malco whipped his man up front.
That's what we talked about right there. Luke just shot the gap, got right in there, and it looks like Newhouse is going to go in offensively here. I would have thought he might have played defense, to be honest. He doesn't tend to take the shots on the knee here. Well, I don't know. You know, it's a crapshoot. Let's hope that he just forgets about it and plays football.
So the Wildcats will take over at their own 25-yard line. They come out with the full house backfield, double tights. Tight end left is McLaughlin, and they give it to Lee. Comes near sideline, stiff arms a man at the 30. Up the sideline, he has running room to the 40. 45 to the 50. Dancing his way down the left sideline, forced out of bounds by Caleb Taylor, the safety at the Hornets' 48-yard line. A gain of 27 on the opening touch for Ian Lee.
Just a great run by Ian there. He got to the edge, used that strength he has down the sidelines, and then just kind of ran out of room there. But nice pickup on first down. That's encouraging to see you can get to the edge already.
First and 10 Wildcats. The fullback is Mike Newhouse. He needs 29 yards to become Homer Center's second all-time leading rusher. Motion man is McAdoo, and they give it to Newhouse. Newhouse up the middle, and inside the 40, down to the 38, maybe even a 37-yard line. Bryce Meals on the tackle, the Sam linebacker, and it's another first down as Mike Newhouse picks up 11 yards.
Yeah, it's early, but they're blowing some holes in that line, Mark, and let's hope that continues. This is what that Homer line needs to do. You get into this kind of level, you need to exert your strength, and that's Homer's strength, that big up front offensive line. Under
7 minutes in the first quarter, we are scoreless. 2 plays, 2 first downs for the Wildcats. Again, power I formation. Now they split tight end McLaughlin off the line of scrimmage. They give on a counter. McAdoo near side has running room. McAdoo to the 30-yard line, forced out of bounds by Aaron Masonette, the cornerback on the near side that came across to make the play. But McAdoo rips off a gain of 7 yards, maybe even 8. Yeah, it will be 8 yards, so it'll be second down and 2.
Boy, big solid running by all 3 backs. Each one gets a carry, and Homer just marches right down the field. You know, that's the thing. The line can break the holes. These kids are big, strong runners if they get the gaps. That's the key, that offensive line.
From the Hornet 30-yard line. Second down, 2, offset I, toss right to Lee. Lee cuts it back, has a first down to the 25, and he has another first down as he approaches the 20-yard line. Kyle Smithmeyer on the tackle, the middle linebacker who leads their team, Ward, with 127 tackles.
Yeah, I needed to make a big one there. Ian Lee was off to the races there. Another great cut inside, almost caught the defense over pursuing, but nice tackle there by Smithmeyer.
First and 10 Cats at the Juniata Valley 22-yard line. I formation behind Brzezinski. Wingman right is McAdoo. And the junior signal caller under center, Sean Steffi. And what a stalwart he's been. And Brzezinski's going to keep it. And Brzezinski is thrown down after a gain of about 6 or so. Jesse Clare on the stop for the Hornets. Wheel linebacker. I know you love that terminology. You have the wheel linebacker, the Sam linebacker.
Yeah, I love it. I just like the strong side, weak side. It's something simple that I can understand. You know, you're getting to the point where my reasoning powers are gone. It's really discouraging. I look across the way and I see the bench for Juniata. It's what Homer's used to look like.
Split backs, very few subs. They give to Newhouse. Newhouse, big opening to the right, 10, 5. He plows his way close to the end zone. He plows his way. Nope, they're not going to call a touchdown yet. But it's going to be first and goal, Homer Center, at about the 1-yard line. On the tackle, Jesse Clark, as Mike plowed his way for about 15 yards.
Well, you saw what I saw there. There was a gap there. You could have drove a truck through. This line is just blowing huge holes in Juniata's line, and Mike did. I think Mike got stumbling there. I don't think he expected to be that open.
Yeah, and this, the field's in great shape, but it is a little soft because of the rain and the time of year. First and goal, Homer Center from the 1. I formation, as a matter of fact, power I formation, but Aaron Brzezinski takes things into his own hands and has a Wildcat touchdown. With 5:11 to play in the first quarter, the Wildcats strike first. Brzezinski's 10th rushing touchdown of this season. His first in playoff history for that young man. 6-0 Homer Center.
Just a great drive, and again, the thing that I talked about in the pregame, that the offensive line needed to take control, and that's exactly what they did. Juniata tried to get something going offensively. The D-line came through with that big play by Malco. Boom, down we came and scored.
Cody Miller, the long snapper, Brzezinski, the holder. Snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is good. And the Wildcats lead 7-0 as the teams come upfield. Well done, Homer Center, 75-yard march, and it's 7-0 Wildcats on the 1160 WCCS MSA Sports Network.
It's the most anticipated concert of the year, a B.E. Taylor Christmas, coming to the Kowalczyk Complex December 20th. The B.E. Taylor Christmas Concert.
Feel the love of Christmas. It's never out of style.
Wonder Broadcasting's Teddy Bear Fund Drive, in cooperation with S&T Bank, present a very special evening at the Kowalczyk Complex.
Oh, Come, all ye faithful.
December 20th.
Did you know that your baby?
Come share in this breathtaking celebration of holiday spirit. Tickets are on sale now.
So this is Christmas.
Tickets for a B. Taylor Christmas are on sale now at 1-800-298-4200 or online at KavocheComplex.com. The magic of a B.E. Taylor Christmas returns December 20th.
7 plays, 75 yards. It took 210. Aaron Brzezinski, a 1-yard touchdown run. Lee's kick, it's 7-0, and Lee right back to work, has it teed up to kick off. And he approaches the football, and it's a squibber. Going to be going past Claire, and it's picked up by a deep back, and for the Hornets on the return,
34,
Zach Beam, and he's tackled on the kick coverage team by Anthony Caruso. So the Hornets will take over at their own 31-yard line.
Billy Grzanek also in on that. Good coverage on the kick. Good kick along the ground again by Ian.
We have a media timeout with 5:06 to play in the first quarter. Our score, Homer Center 7 and the Juniata Valley Hornets nothing. You're listening to Wildcat District 6 playoff football on the 1160 WCCS MSA Sports Network.
Students in communications media at Indiana University of Pennsylvania can focus on a variety of areas, including media promotions. Our promotion students learn their skills by working in a hands-on environment, gaining real-world experience. They learn how to use media to promote, produce, and manage events, and how media organizations operate. They create promotional campaigns and help clients pitch their services, products, and events. With excellent classes led by experienced teachers, the Communications Media Department at IUP is perfect for students interested in media promotion.
With Ward Hilliard, Mark Burdick back with you. 7-0 Homer Center, 5:06 remaining in the first quarter. Out of town scoreboard, Richland 15, Ligonier Valley nothing in the first quarter. Nate Leidig, a receiver to the right boundary. Ball on the left hash from their own 31-yard line. The Hornets send Masonette in motion, but they give it up the middle to the fullback, Claire, and Lucas Malco says, "You're not going anywhere, Mr. Claire."
That's the key, and then Lucas is doing the job in there, cleaning it up, keeping the fullback from going. That eliminates some of the stuff they want to do.
Claire never did go down, but no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. You can bet that Juniata Valley watched the film last week and said, boy, they had a lot of success, Portage did, with the fullback.
They sure did. The McLaughlin's in there now for Kobe Schoolteddy on that side, and
Newhouse is in there.
In there at inside backer.
Masonette from the right wing gets the handoff around the left end, slices for a short gain over the 35 up to about the 36-yard line. Billy Grzanek and Cody Miller on the stop for the Homer Center Wildcats. It'll be a gain of 4, 3rd down and 6 coming for the Hornets. Boy, I wish these doggone teams, we wouldn't have green in back-to-back weeks. It just messes with the cranium.
Yeah, the Portage is almost identical color there, but
it's the same shade of green. Is that forest green, Ward?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
3rd down, toss left to Masonette again as a flag flies, and Masonette flies nowhere. Good defense on the far side of the field. For Homer Center, Mike Newhouse was over there, among others, Cody Miller, and let's see what the penalty is all about. Normally in that situation it's going to be offensive, but we'll see.
Yeah, the Homer's kids are saying decline, so I think it's on Juniata Valley. Let's see if it's a hold, and it is.
Holding penalty is declined by Homer Center. So the Hornets will punt the football. They go 3 and out and gain 4 yards.
This is what you want to see. If you're Homer, you want to control this football game from the get-go, and they've been doing that.
I'd like to see a punt return. Claire averages 33 yards a punt, and the kick is high, and they allow it to bounce this time, and it's touchdown by the Portage Mustangs, Ryan McMullen. And the ball didn't take a bounce one way or the other. It was a high bounce and pretty much came down in the same spot, and Homer Center will take over at their own 37-yard line.
Hey, partner, let's climb in that time machine and go ahead a week here now.
Did I say Portage again?
The Portage.
Oh, brother.
The Portage Mustangs. I know you had nightmares all week. Is this flushing from your head? This
okay.
is Juniata.
And I got Juniata right there.
Yeah.
I'm many yards on that punt, Jerry? 27-yard punt, no return. Oh, brother. Split backs behind Brzezinski, and he gives to Newhouse, and Newhouse is hit and dropped right near the line of scrimmage. He may gain a couple. Kyle Smithmeyer, the middle linebacker for the Juniata Valley Hornets, very well made that tackle, and it's a gain of 2 for Newhouse. So Newhouse now needs 1 yard to pass Mike Hilliard to become the second all-time leading rusher in Wildcat history. If he stays healthy, I think there's a pretty good shot that'll happen tonight.
He's got a good shot at it, yeah.
Second down and 8 as the Wildcat faithful down below us come to life, and it's a toss left to McAdoo. McAdoo gets a block from Lee, gets a second one from Grzanek, but he's dragged down from behind by McMullen of the Hornets. And he'll gain, depending on the spot, 4 or 5 yards up near the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 to the 44, so it'll be 3rd down and 3 for Homer Center.
Nice play by McMullen. He was being blocked, shed the block, though, went up and made that tackle, kept Matt from getting that first down.
3rd down and 3, 7-0 Homer Center, 2:20 clock moving in the first quarter. I formation, wingman to the right, McAdoo in motion toward the Wildcat bench, and jumping on the right side is tight end Jim Bentz. So that will no doubt change the play call. We'll go from 3rd down and 3 to 3rd and 8.
Procedure penalties, I always say, are drive killers. They're just unforced errors, and it just kills you.
Where the officials, I think you told me, are from the Northern Cambria chapter,
they
right?
are. I can give you a quick rundown here. Gary Scott is the referee. Denny Gloss is the umpire. The headlines with John Cassell. Randy Passanata is the line judge. The side judge is Darrell Bowman. Jim Holtz, the field judge. The back judge is Frank Holtz from Northern Cambria's chapter.
From the 39-yard line of the Wildcats, Homer Center, 3rd down and 8, and they're going to give on a delay to Lee. Lee is tackled from behind, short of the first down by Kyle Smithmeyer. He tried pulling away from that tackle. Ward couldn't quite do it.
I think they go here. What do you think, Mark? I really think with that line, you just got to say, hey, listen, we're going to take control of the football game right here. It's only a yard. Got to be able to get it.
From their own 46-yard line, let's see what Greg Page does on 4th and 1. Does he want a measurement? I think just to confirm, they're clearly short.
He wants
that's
to
not
see how much they got to go. And this is a good move on his part. He can request the measurement, gets his team a chance to take a breather. It's going to send in a play. I don't think there's any question. You go for this.
I'd like to say thank you to Lacey Fulton, Dr. Mark Perwinski, and the staff, and they are not quite a yard shy. It's about 3/4 of a yard shy of the first down. The entire IUP TV crew, great to be working with them again on tonight's IUP TV game of the week. You can watch that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and if you are watching it and hearing me saying that, then it's already Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Since I've been caught in the time warp one way, we might as well move forward for a few minutes.
That's right. They got to get a little push here. Homer needs to get a push. You're going to win these games, you got to be able to pick these up.
330-pound nose tackle in there, but Brzezinski, quarterback keeper, keeps it for a first down as he gets close to a first down. That big nose tackle, Ryan Fitzgerald, as they went 5-man front and tried jumboing things up a little bit, Hornets did. He's 6 foot, 330 pounds, but the Wildcats with good push, and they pick it up easily.
Yeah, Sean Steffi there, not too small a dude himself there. Matter of fact, his dad's nickname is Dude. Got a nice push here.
Wildcats 92 yards rushing on 11 carries. Portage 26 total, Portage. Juniata Valley 26 yards. Play action pass, and Brzezinski throwing for Lee, and it's intercepted by Caleb Taylor. Left sideline to the 40, to midfield, to the Wildcat 40. And Portage is going to take over in Wildcat territory. Homer Center's second turnover of the night, and Aaron Brzezinski, who threw the pick, forced him out of bounds. That one was just too far for Jimmy Bentz.
Yeah, he had to elevate it a little to get rid of the linebacker, and also there was a guy right in his face, and he tried to get it over him, and when he did, he just got the ball way too high. He carried way past Jimmy Bentz, who was open, and easy pick for Juniata Valley. So the Wildcat D again going to have to shape it up there on the Homer 38-yard line.
And 2 turnovers on Homer Center, and as a result, Juniata Valley has started both times in Wildcat territory. 29-yard return for Caleb Taylor, who goes from the shotgun. The southpaw throws underneath, has Masonette inside the 30 to about the 28, going to be close to a first down. If he doesn't have it, Anthony Caruso on the stop for the Wildcats, as we are under a minute, and evidently they're a little bit short because the clock continues to roll. 50 seconds and counting. 7-0 Homer Center as Juniata Valley speeds it up. They go no huddle.
No huddle, and good throw rolling to his right. He's a left-hander. He put something on that pass.
Now they throw a wide receiver screen, but it's too far for the intended receiver, Ryan McMullen. So it'll be third down and less than a yard. By the way, Caleb Taylor, that was his second interception of the season, and he turns around. Now he runs the offense. So he's a quarterback kind of on both sides of the ball from the safety position, and had a nice return of 29 yards on it.
At this level, right, a lot of levels actually, quarterbacks generally are the safeties, and these guys are good athletes. They can play deep, and they're usually pretty good ball hawks. 7-0
Homer Center. Third down, less than a yard from the Wildcat 29. The Hornets have double wing, Masonette to the right, Mills to the left, fullback is Claire. Homer Center almost jumps, and Greg Page wants illegal procedure, and let's see if he got it. There was some jumping on the black and white side, and they're going to say illegal procedure on the Juniata Valley Hornets.
Wow, Cats got a break. They were hopping around on the defensive line, but nobody broke the plane. And it caught Juniata to flinch. Now the quarterback is talking to the referee. He thought that Homer was offsides. He didn't win that. That's a break for the Wildcats here.
33 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And it'll be third down and a short 6 for the Hornets.
Need a stop right here. A no gainer.
You know, I'm thinking of Portage. I'm thinking of all the food in their press box. That's probably what has me screwed up here.
Obviously, we can see that here.
Masonette in motion, and rolling to his left out of the shotgun is Taylor, and he throws one up. It's a wobbler, and it's almost intercepted by Lee at the 5-yard line. It was intended for Nate Leidig, but excellent coverage, Ward, from Ian Lee. It'll be fourth down.
Great coverage. Ian was off. I was going to say, he might have wanted to creep up a little bit. He was giving him quite a cushion, but Leidig went deep, and Ian was right with him. Had a better shot at the ball, actually.
26 seconds remaining, and if the Hornets don't convert here, it's going to be your drive-killing illegal procedure penalty.
Yeah, they are. They're murder. They hurt Homer. They certainly have hurt Juniata to this point. Homer needs to put pressure, though, on the quarterback here.
From the Wildcat 33-yard line, they send Sam Gilday split from his tight end position to the right boundary. Motion man Masonette from the shotgun. Caleb Taylor boots to his left. Pressure coming. Grzanek after him. Can't quite get him, but somebody else does as he throws it. It's Jimmy Bentz, I think, and it looked like he just threw that ball away, intended for nobody, but there's no flag. In any event, the Wildcats are going to take over on downs with 19 seconds remaining.
Officials are talking over there. Let's hold the phone here. The referee just pulled the flag out. Now they're going to call it. It was intentionally. He just tossed it out of bounds, and that was about 4 yards. So farther he tossed it. Boy, did that penalty hurt. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what they're going to do here. Homer... That used to be, I think that's a loss of down.
Yeah, it should be Homer Center ball.
Homer should get a mark off, and then the ball, if that is.
Yeah, right from that spot. He got intentional grounding. It'll be loss of down.
And again, you know, I hate to keep beating on that, but those procedure penalties, they just mess you up. They had a yard to go and 2 plays to get it, deep in Homer territory. Next thing they know, they're looking at a 3rd and 5 or 6 and go deep on a pass. So Homer got out of that one. Now need to put the drive to get that 2-touchdown cushion here, Mark.
Yep. 19 seconds remaining in the quarter. The Wildcats start off right at midfield near the HC logo. They come out unbalanced to the left. Lone setback is Mike Newhouse. Newhouse toss left, and he has some black friends leading the way in black and white uniforms, and he's forced out of bounds after he gets first down yardage to the 38-yard line. Zach Grove on the tackle, but a gain of 12. And with that carry, Mike Newhouse has just become the second all-time leading rusher for Homer Center, moving ahead of Mike Hilliard into number 2 spot. As the quarter, well, the clock has stopped with 13 seconds. Now they restart it.
Congratulations to Michael.
Split shotgun formation. Sidecar to the right is Newhouse. And they give it, no, they don't. It's going to be Brzezinski keeping it. Around the right side to the 35. Breaks a tackle to the 30. Inside the 25 as the quarter comes to an end. And first down yardage for Brzezinski. Jesse Clare made the stop. And the Wildcats are going to be in business as we head to the second quarter. They lead the Juniata Valley Vikings 7-0. We're into the second quarter right after this on the 1160 WCCS IUP TV Sports Network.
All your professors, all of them, they know that all it takes is one dreamer with passion, one person, and they hope in each of you that you might be that one who makes a longer-lasting light bulb, who writes music for the ages, who reaches into the mind and discovers a new star, and who can change the world of a 5th grader. We're gathered here to hope in you.
And we are back here at Memorial Field just at the end of the first quarter. Homer Center taking over now, setting up shop on the Juniata Valley 25-yard line. First down, 10. They're leading 7-0, and here's Mr. Burdick.
From the shotgun with sidecars left and right, they hand it to the deep man, Ian Lee. Ian off of the right end and has good running room inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. Zach Beam on the stop, the cornerback, and he ends up gaining about 6 yards on that play, on the opening play of the second quarter.
I really think, I'm going to keep saying this because I think that line deserves the credit, but they're creating some nice gaps, nice blocking, sustaining their blocks and giving these backs ample room to run. So Homer's having their way here.
Second down and 4. Matt McAdoo on the carry, but Kyle Smithmeyer for Juniata Valley had him after a short gain, maybe even no gain. Let's see if they give him a little bit of forward progress. So it'll be third down and a long 3 for Homer Center.
As soon as I say that, there's a breakdown and McAdoo gets nailed.
From inside the 18-yard line, close to the 17-yard line of the Juniata Valley Hornets.
If they go unbalanced, they've had a lot of luck with that, but nope, they're going straight.
McLaughlin, receiver to the left. To the right, to the short side, is Matt McAdoo. Offset eye, they give to the deep back Lee, into the secondary, to the 10, cuts it outside, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we have a Wildcat touchdown. Ian Lee headed right toward Bucko School Teddy's party, and he can celebrate. It's 13-0 Homer Center with 10:41 to play in the first half, and for Ian Lee, his 11th rushing touchdown of the season.
Don't you like Ian's chances when he's one-on-one with a safety like he was there? Just a little shoulder move, and then he slipped right by him. Just a great run, and that's a big score. That gives Homer a little bit of a cushion here now so that they don't feel that sweat if they have a turnover.
Cody Miller, long snapper. Snap is good. It's put down by Brzezinski, and the kick is good. So the teams come upfield. The Wildcats drive 50 yards for their second touchdown to lead 14-0. Our Wood Chevrolet drive summary for Homer Center: 5 plays, 50 yards. It took 1:37. Wood Chevrolet, where a Wood deal is a good deal. Good deal on the scoreboard. It's Homer Center 14 and the Juniata Valley Hornets nothing on the 1160 WCCS IUP TV Sports Network.
This week's game is sponsored by Octogrip.
Well, back with you at Memorial Field, and a little sigh of relief for the fans. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but with those 2 turnovers, to be up 14-0, good feel for Homer Center.
Yeah, it is. That was the concern. You get a little sloppy, and you get a team that you should beat, gets a little confidence. It makes them a lot tougher. So this helps. Nice score.
Ian Lee has it teed up at the 40, the whistle, and he approaches the ball. Again, it's a squib kick, and it's going to be downed at the 35-yard line by Leidig. So Juniata Valley will start off at their own 35.
Juniata may be going to open the game up a little. They're going to throw a little more, so Homer needs to be alert to that.
Out-of-town scoreboard, Portage leading Blairsville 14-0. Richland over Ligonier Valley 22-0. Total yards in this game, first Commonwealth quick stats. Homer Center has run 17 plays for $142, and Juniata Valley 16 plays, 35 yards. First Commonwealth, time to be first. From the shotgun is Caleb Taylor for the Hornets. He puts McMullen in motion and hands it to him around the right end, and he's knifed down for a loss of 5 yards. Defensively, for Homer Center, Matt McAdoo. And Matt McAdoo has just been, I told him yesterday at the team dinner that I was invited to, I think that was my pay for agreeing to MC the pep rally and bonfire, which I was happy to do, and I was happy to join them at team dinner and happy to eat that good food prepared by Mr. Pence. But I told Matt yesterday that I think he's really had a solid season.
Well, I've said it all along. He's rock solid. He makes great tackles, fundamentally sound, doesn't leave his area. He just doesn't make mistakes. He really makes, I think it makes the coaching staff very comfortable whatever side he's on.
14-0 Homer Center, 10 minutes to play in the first half. And they give it up the middle. Taylor, they faked it to the right wing, Bryce Mills, handed it to Claire, and Billy Grzanek. Was it Masonette on the carry, Ward, and not Claire? Yeah, Masonette on that carry, number 1. And he enters the game 369 yards rushing on 64 attempts, 5.8 average, 4 touchdowns. And the Hornets now have 3rd down and 17. A receiver to the left, Nate Leidig. Homer Center has had some big plays go against them this year in these types of situations. From the shotgun, Taylor flushed out of the pocket, throws on the run, and it's deflected away beautifully at the 47-yard line by Anthony Caruso. The intended receiver was Ryan McMullen. Great play by Anthony.
That was a great pass, was it not? It was a beautiful pass. McMullen was there, but Anthony read the eyes. He told me in one of the post games that he likes to read the quarterback, and he did it there. You can see him closing in on that mark. Nice block by Anthony Caruso.
3 and out go the Hornets for the 3rd time. The first time, unfortunately, the Wildcats, a special teams fumble. Claire, the punter, he almost had that snap go through his fingers. Very high, very short punt. Brzezinski calls for a fair catch, and he's hit. He called fair catch, but he was hit, and, well, no flag. But, I mean, he wasn't hit hard. It wasn't like he was tattooed. But the Wildcats are going to take over and in Juniata Valley territory at the 48-yard line.
I'm pretty sure that's procedure penalty when you don't allow him to make that catch, even though it was unintentional. They didn't call it. Oh, well. Nice job, though. That's what I like to see a punt returner do. Short punt, it's high, you come up, fair catch. It takes a lot of nerve, I'll tell you, but he did it.
20-yard punt, no return. Wildcats from the Juniata Valley 48-yard line. Motion man is McAdoo, but they give to Newhouse, who's hit and dropped right near the line of scrimmage. Excellent defensive play by Ryan Fitzgerald along with Bryce Mills. Fitzgerald is a house to move. A 6-foot, 330-pound senior. Mills, the Sam linebacker, helped him out. Newhouse on his own effort. Trust me, that was all on Mike. Gained 2 yards to the 46.
Yeah, Billy Krzanek, probably the smallest guy on that line, was having to block him. He gets some help there, of course, from Sean Steffi. But this is a big drive here. If Homer can put this in, the three-score lead, you feel pretty comfortable.
14-0 with 8:20 to play. Moving clock in the second quarter. From the shotgun, Brzezinski fakes to Newhouse, throws to a wide-open Vence in the right flat to the 45 to the 40. He has a first down to the 35 as he breaks a tackle, and he's forced out of bounds by Kyle Smithmeyer. And excellent execution. They faked the dive to Newhouse, and Brzezinski and Vence on the catch and run.
Great job by Jimmy Vence. Simple pass, just in the flat there. Just let Jimmy get yards after catches. Jack says the yak yardage. Avoided 2 tackles and made up probably another 10 after that, Mark. Great play.
They restart the clock, 8:10 in the second quarter. The football at the Juniata Valley, 27-yard line. Slowly it's leaving my system from the shotgun. Pistol formation behind Aaron is Newhouse, and they hand it to Mike, and bangs his way inside the 20. Down close to another first down. On the tackle for the Hornets, Bryce Meals. And let's see if they move the chains again. Hard-nosed running by Newhouse.
That had to hurt Bryce Mills because he took a full brunt of Mike Newhouse going straight ahead.
Football, going to call it the 15-yard line. It's inside the 16, so first and 10 from the 15 we'll go with. Dotting the I is Ian Lee. Under center, Sean Steffi's Aaron Brzezinski. Motion man McAdoo. Double tights for the Cats. And Brzezinski's going to keep it, and he slips down. He tackled himself. That field, as I mentioned, just a little bit soft, and he lost his footing after a short gain, and he probably has much more if not for the slip.
Yeah, there was a gap there, but again, and it's chewed up a little too, Mark. I don't know if they rolled it. If they didn't, that was a good count for some of it, too, because that makes it a little bit bumpy here. But again, it's both teams play on it, so you just got to deal with that. Nice methodical drive here. Solid pickups each down. Just keep moving the ball, keep the clock going.
Second down and 8. Power I formation behind Aaron. Toss right to Lee. Lee cuts it back, is hit from behind, and down he goes at about the 10-yard line. J.C. Clare just got a piece of him around the ankles, and then he was finished off by Kyle Smithmeyer. But Ian does, so they put him down. They say his knee was down at the 11-yard line, so it's going to be third down and about 5 to go for Homer Center.
I like watching how Ian runs sweeps there. He just kind of glides out there, tries to find his hole, and as soon as he sees where he's going, he turns the jets on.
Tight end split off of the line to the right is Jimmy Bentz. Lee and McLaughlin to the left, and they run a toss left to McAdoo, and McAdoo trying to get a block following Bill Grzanek, breaks the tackle, has a first down as he's tackled by Caleb Taylor inside the 5-yard line. Excellent running. Matt McAdoo read that play beautifully.
Took the words right out of my mouth. He uses his blockers well, and that's what he did. He just kept on Billy Grzanek's tail, and Billy finally got out of his way, and he broke a tackle, and down he went. So Homer again, what a 5-yard line, first and goal. I think they're inside the 5. Yep, they've changed that. It's
two-yard line. Yep. Wildcats come out, tight end right, Jim Bentz. Wing behind him is McAdoo. Straight eye behind Brzezinski. The Wildcats look for touchdown number 3. Brzezinski turns, hands it off to Ian Lee, and the big guy for the Hornets, Fitzgerald, has him around the waist and tosses him back. He gets a yard to the 1-yard line as Juniata Valley. Fitzgerald's been tough to move at times. We're under 6 minutes, 5:40 clock moving, 14-0 Homer Center over Juniata Valley, and the Wildcats 1 yard away from extending it.
Yeah, it's a big score. As I said, it gives them a 3-touchdown lead, so it's something that it gives them a pretty nice cushion. And they're using a lot of clock here. 5:24 and counting. From the speedometer here, 14-0 Homer.
Second down and goal. Brzezinski to Newhouse. Newhouse, touchdown Homer Center Wildcats, his 15th of the season. And Mike Newhouse makes it 20-0. With 5:14 to play in the first half as the Wildcats drive the short field again, covering 48 yards.
Just another, as I said, very methodical, typical Homer Center, grind them out drive, using that big line. What you can say about that, other than that?
Brzezinski, the holder. The snap is good, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. Ian Lee is 3 for 3 in the extra point department, 23 for 32 overall this season. It's 21-0 Homer Center over the Juniata Valley Hornets, and you're listening to Wildcat Playoff Football on 1160 WCCS, the MSA Sports Network, and our partners on IUP TV.
This week's game is sponsored by Indiana Regional Medical Center.
From our S&T Bank broadcast booth, S&T Bank, proud presenting sponsor of the B.E. Taylor Christmas Concert, December 20th at the KCAC, benefiting our Render Broadcasting 34th Annual Teddy Bear Fund Drive. Tickets are on sale and selling well. We hope you get yours and join us for an evening of holiday fun. Ian Lee's kick is going to be taken at the 22-yard line. It is taken by Beam, and Beam is stood up and drilled down. On the kick coverage team for the Homer Center Wildcats, Matt McAdoo, along with Brian Gerhardt.
Timmy Zayak also in on that. So the kick coverage has been excellent for the Wildcats. Looks like media timeout here, Mark.
We have a media timeout on the field with 5:09 remaining in the first half. It's Homer Center 21 and the Juniata Valley Hornets nothing on the 1160 WCCS MSA IUP TV Sports Network.
This week's game is sponsored by Luther Ford Lincoln.
Well, Mike Newhouse entering tonight's game needed 61 yards for 1,000 to join Ian Lee, and he has 9 carries for 58 yards. If he goes over 1,000 tonight, it would be the first Indiana County running back tandem to gain over 1,000 yards each in the same season from the same team. So the records, they just keep on a-coming.
Well, if he gets that, I'd get him off the field. He gets 3 yards and get him off of there.
From their own 34, play action and pressure coming, and down goes Caleb Taylor of the Hornets, tackled by Matt McAdoo. As he sacked him, and we are seeing some different looks, and the Wildcats turning up the heat in these passing situations.
Yeah, McAdoo normally in coverage, come in hard, and that's the key. The quarterback doesn't have time to throw. He doesn't have the chance to make the completions. Even if the receivers are breaking open, he can't find them because he's running for his life. That was a nice job there by McAdoo.
And a big loss all the way back to the 25-yard line. A loss of 9 for Juniata Valley. It'll be 2nd down and 19.
They can run conventional coverage now. They don't have to risk the blitz.
Receiver Leidig to the right, and Taylor going to run the option right. Grzanek trying to chase him from behind, and down he goes for another loss. Matt McAdoo again on back-to-back plays. I think they're going to lose yardage back near the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Billy Grzanek chased him all the way across the field, and he just didn't quite get there. McAdoo made the tackle. Grzanek says, doggone it. Hell, that running for nothing.
They're going to spot it at the 21-yard line, so they've lost 13 yards.
They're starting to send backers now, and that's disrupting a lot of what Juniata wants to do, and it's credit to the defense now.
3rd down, 23 after those 13-yard losses, and Taylor from the shotgun for Juniata Valley rolls to his right, throws underneath, has Masonette who bobbles it and has it for a reception. He's to the 30, and he's tackled by Brzezinski from behind as he actually gave ground a little bit back to the 29-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. Yep, 29. So they'll have to punt it away as the Wildcats, Masonette made a good catch there, Ward, but the Wildcats recovered nicely.
Yeah, and great job. Aaron Brzezinski ran him down. He had a little bit of room there after recovering the bobble, but Aaron wasn't going to let him slip away.
3 minutes to play in the first half, 21-0. Clare to punt again, stands inside his own 20, and the kick is away. It's high and short. And Brzezinski slips and then has to duck away from the football as it rolls behind him. It almost hit him. That would have been disaster. And it is down at the 41-yard line, so it'll be a punt of 38 yards.
Yeah, that's I'm laughing because it was Aaron come in to make the catch. Whoops, down he went, and then he just, you said, Mark, ducked forward just in time, so the punt missed him.
30-yard punt, let me correct myself. So 2:49 to play in the first half. Homer Center with touchdowns from Brzezinski, Lee, and Newhouse. They lead 21-0 over Juniata Valley.
They got enough time to get on and score again. The way they're moving the ball, that's unlikely.
McLaughlin is a receiver to the right boundary. Ball in the left hash. Offset eye behind Brzezinski. And he hands it off to Lee. Lee comes near sideline running room to the 45. He's to midfield. Caleb Taylor drags him down from behind as he gets to the 42-yard line of the Hornets, and a gain of about 17 yards.
Beautiful running, simple play, well blocked, everything you want to see here. This is starting to look more like a scrimmage for the Homer offense. Just doing a tremendous job on that front line. That's the thing I said they needed to do, and they're doing it.
17-yard pickup for Ian to the Juniata Valley 42. From the shotgun, Aaron Brzezinski, who's 42 of 68, 62%, back to pass, throws, has Johnny Ireland, makes a little move at the 35, stumbles ahead for a Wildcat first down. On the tackle, Bryce Meals, but the reception made by Johnny Ireland, and climbed the ladder a little bit, but then made a nice receiver move, did he not?
Yes, he did. He turned into the field there and was going to cut upfield, and his foot slipped, and down he went, but nice job. Johnny got good hands, as you can see, just the way he caught that ball. Caught it away from his body.
11-yard gain to the Juniata Valley 31-yard line, actually closer to the 30, so call it a 12-yard gain. Again, sidecar to the right from the gun, Aaron Brzezinski, boots to his right, looks, throws, a wobbler, but it's taken by Bentz at the 20, and he's knifed down inside the 15 by Aaron Masonette. And the Wildcats, as a flag comes in late from somebody, one of the officials back near the goal line, and we're going to see what this is all about. And it you'd like to think it's a frustration penalty on Juniata Valley, but
it's on Homer. I could see Juniata's kids reacting.
Unsportsmanlike, Homer Center. You're right, Ward.
I didn't see it, but I could tell by the reaction of the Juniata players, and I don't know where that occurred, Mark. It looked like downfield somewhere, but the official said who it was.
Should be dead ball, so the play should count, but then they mark off the penalty or not, Ward?
Yeah, it's 15.
They put it back at the 26-yard line.
Not sure what went on.
It was
there.
Definitely away from the ball. So, yeah, it'll be a 1st and 10, dead ball. So the pass counts, and then the mark-off of 15 yards.
So it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the Juniata Valley 26. Toss left, Newhouse. Newhouse, a lot of running room. 20, look at that, wide open. 15, 10, stumbles over his own man, I think. Stephen McLaughlin, as they keep the clock moving with 1:20 to play, but now they stop it because they have to move the chains. Huge hole around the left end for Newhouse.
Yeah, it's great. And you know what? I'd have him come right off the field right now and enjoy the game on the sideline. Keep that knee from getting banged up anymore and rest it up for next week.
20 yards, I believe, Jerry.
Big gain.
And he's over 1,000 yards. Congratulations to Mike Newhouse as he joins
that's the way to do
Ian
it.
Lee.
Great blocking. Now Homer just blowing Juniata off the ball.
1st and goal from the 6. Give to the deep back. Lee off right tackle. Lee breaks a tackle down to about the 1-yard line. On the stop for the Hornets, Zach Grove hit him initially, and then he kind of backed his way, stumbling down toward the 1-yard line, and it's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 1 with 45 seconds and the clock moving.
Yep, and this is exactly what the coaching staff wanted. You had 2:49 when they started this. They're going to burn up all the clock, and in all likelihood, take another one in.
2nd and goal, split backs, turns, no, he fakes it to Newhouse, and Brzezinski has his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this is all Wildcats tonight. It's 27-0 with 26 seconds remaining in the first half. AB has his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Boy, that's kind of drive as a coaching staff you just love to see. A couple of nice passes by Aaron, blended in with some tremendous blocking. Big run by Newhouse, big run by Ian Lee, Matt McAdoo. It's all going tonight.
Cody Miller, the long snapper, holder, of course, Aaron Brzezinski, who just scored his second of the night. The snap is good. It's put down by Aaron, and the kick is wide to the left. This time, Ian Lee missed it. But if you were wondering how the Wildcats would respond to their first loss of the season, they've responded in fine fashion, have they not? 26 seconds remaining in the first half. It's Homer Center 27 and the Juniata Valley Hornets nothing on the 1160 WCCS IUP TV Sports Network.
Ever since I was young, I've had a passion for being creative. So choosing IUP for interior design was an easy decision.
I wanted a school with smaller class sizes.
Cutting-edge technology. Access to the greatest internships.
A place where I could challenge myself while exploring my creative abilities.
IUP's interior design program has all of this and more. The program provided me with opportunities to get involved and gain the real-life experience I need to be successful. IUP Interior Design. Sometimes you just know. For more information, visit iup.edu.
With Ward Hilliard, Mark Burdick back with you. 27-0 Homer Center over Juniata Valley. Out-of-town scoreboard, it's now 21-0 Portage leading the Blairsville Bobcats.
So Portage is rolling right along, and
first Commonwealth quick stats, Mike Newhouse, 10 carries, 78 yards. He's now 1,017 yards rushing, joining Ian Lee. First running back tandem on the same team to rush for 1,000 or better, as far as I know, forever. And to give in Indiana County, I'm speaking of, Billy Grzanek tackles Zach Beam and does it with authority at the 30-yard line. And they'll start right there, call it the 31 with 19 seconds remaining in the first half.
This is really a case of Juniata just being overmatched here. Homer's just doing everything they want to do offensively, and their defense has really been stout. So it's going to be a real challenge for.
Keep in mind, Ward, Juniata Valley is without their head coach. All we know, Mike Smith, longtime coach. It's a personnel decision with the school district. He's not here. They lost a starter and another player from what we were told, too. Smith from the gun throws too tall for the intended receiver, Sam Gilday. And just watching Gilday's body English right there after that incompletion, he looked like a beaten player. I hate to say it, but he just had that look about him, and you half understand it given the circumstances and the 27-0 score that is behind his back on the board.
Well, when they had a chance to score early and had that procedure penalty, took them out of that situation, they just lost their momentum, and it's so difficult. Homer's been going right down the field scoring on them.
From the shotgun again, Taylor rolls to his left, and the pass is dropped by Gilday at the 40. Brzezinski, or was it Brzezinski or Lee? That was Brzezinski on the coverage with 10 seconds remaining. It'll be 3rd down and 10 with 10 seconds on the scoreboard clock.
Catchable ball, a little bit low, but needed to be caught.
3rd down and 10.
Taylor's a good quarterback, he can throw well, but I think, as I said, they just don't have the weaponry right now.
Taylor from the gun, sidecar clear to the right. It's a wide receiver screen. Masonette takes it at the 30, makes a little move, has a first down. Down the right sideline, McAdoo got a piece of him, and he steps out of bounds with just 2 seconds on the scoreboard clock. It is a first down, and we'll be coming back with the final play of the first half. Let's see where they put it down at the 48-yard line, so a gain of 17 on that hook up to Masonette.
More simple little pass out in the flat. Homer playing soft. Obviously don't want to give up anything big here.
Again, Caleb Taylor from the shotgun. The southpaw rolls to his left, Grzanek giving chase, and Grzanek misses him. He reverses field, goes right sideline. Bentz dives, can't get him. Now Taylor throws a bullet, and Clare has it right near midfield. Down he goes as the first half comes to an end. Boy, Taylor did a great job to make that play, and the teams are coming off the field. Stephen McLaughlin on that tackle, but it was a big first half for Homer Center, Ward.
Yeah, Grisani convinced both bent over. They were chasing him all over the place, but really a dominating half, Mark. I don't think you could have drawn it up, and the coaches are going back behind us here, but Homer did what I said they needed to do. They needed to have that big line play that way, and that's what they did. National anthem, though.
First half is over. First playoff game since November 7th of 2008, and this one going much like that one did. All Wildcats 27-0 over the Juniata Valley Hornets on the 1160 WCCS MSA IUP TV Sports Network.
My name is Howie Bagosa, and I am a designer for Disney Interactive Studios. So I design video games, specifically Club Penguin, which is a virtual world for kids. And I basically am in charge of creating art assets for this game and basically making the game look fun and exciting and approachable for kids. So I was never an actual graphic design major, but I didn't let that stop me from pursuing what I wanted to do. As a communications media major, I tried to look for mentors to help facilitate the dreams that I wanted to pursue. One of my mentors in particular was Dr. Drew Davidson, and he showed me that not only could I dream about being a graphic designer for video games and working in the video games industry, he showed me how to get there, you know, and that was a really big step for me, knowing that I had a dream, but also the map and the path to walk on to get to that position. Going to IUP has helped me, you know, dip my feet into many, many different disciplines and interests, and that has really helped me out a lot in my career. You would think that being a dance minor has absolutely nothing to do with anything, right, except dance. But that experience alone at IUP has helped me become an animator for Disney. Getting a sense of timing and movement translates really well from dance to animation. The class sizes at IUP are really small, but sitting in a smaller class and getting a lot of attention from your professors, amazing. Like, it's hard, it's difficult to really engage and absorb the knowledge that a professor gives to you in a large setting. One of the things that I really enjoyed about the small settings was that I was able to find good mentors. Dr. Lambersky, Dr. Drew Davidson, these people have all molded me and shaped me into becoming this fierce, you know, professional and really pursue my dreams. Growing up, our family didn't have a lot of money, and school and college was almost a pipe dream. IUP gave me that chance. I would not be where I am today if it weren't for the people at my college who placed their faith in me. Find your success at IUP.
Center will receive the second half kickoff, and Caleb Taylor teeing it up for the green-clad Hornets. 77 miles away from Memorial Field is their school, just northeast of Altoona. And Taylor's end-over-end kick, a pretty good one, taken at the 17-yard line by Brzezinski to the 30, comes near sideline, cuts it back, 35, breaks a tackle, and stumbles down as the ball comes loose, but after he was down, I do believe, at the 43-yard line. Pretty good return by Brzezinski, and on the tackle, it was Sam Gilday and Robert Miklos.
Nice job by Logan Bellman to jump on that loose ball just in case, but Homer sets up 42.5-yard line of the Wildcats.
So they say with, statistically speaking, it's the 43 is what we put down on the chart.
Oh.
Just thought I'd let you know.
So we can be inaccurate then.
Yes, we can't put 42.5.
Yes, you can. But
Sean Steffi, the center, and a short drop. Brzezinski flushed out of the pocket, now steps up, tucks it away. He's in some trouble, and down he goes for a loss of a couple of yards. On the tackle, it was Bryce Meals for the Hornets. Their defense allowing 264 yards on average, and what did you say the Wildcats had at halftime? With 265, right?
Yeah, that tried to catch Juniata napping a little bit there with a quick strike, but Juniata covered pretty well and got to Aaron, so that play broke down.
Got some cars riding around the old yard here. What if they have the radio on? They can flash their lights at us. Second down and 12. And Brzezinski turns hands to lead, protects the ball into the secondary to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, breaks toward the right sideline to the 30. They're not going to catch him. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown, 59 yards for Ian Lee as he heads towards Mrs. Renoski's house. It is hot chocolate time for Ian Lee, and it's 33-0 Homer Center over Juniata Valley.
Great run. Nice downfield block here by Anthony Caruso there. He got the safety knocked backwards, and Ian just went right around him and in for the score. And true to my prediction, Mike Newhouse down here on the sidelines rooting for him. That's where he should stay, too, on the sideline.
His second touchdown of the night for Ian Lee with exactly 11 minutes to play in the third quarter. Hard to believe, Ward, if they convert this two-point conversion, we could be looking at the mercy rule. They're going to go Wildcat, and let's see who's going to take this snap. Is it Lee, or it looks like McAdoo's going to take it? And he rolls to his right, he cuts it back, and he's in for the two-point conversion. And hard to believe we're looking mercy rule here at Memorial Field. It's 35-0 with exactly 11 minutes to play in the third quarter. Fans, start making your plans. The Wildcats are going to be back home for the semifinals next Friday night. This is Wildcat Playoff Football on the 1160 WCCS MSA Sports Network.
It's the most anticipated concert of the year, a B.E. Taylor Christmas, coming to the Cavalche Complex December 20th. The B.E. Taylor Christmas Concert.
Feel the love of Christmas. It's never out of style.
Wonder Broadcasting's Teddy Bear Fund Drive, in cooperation with S&T Bank, present a very special evening at the Cavalche Complex.
Come, all ye faithful.
December 20th.
Did you know your baby?
Come share in this breathtaking celebration of holiday spirit. Tickets are on sale now.
So this is Christmas.
Tickets for a B.E. Taylor Christmas are on sale now at 1-800-298-4200 or online at cavalchecomplex.com. The magic of a B.E. Taylor Christmas returns December 20th.
Back with you, Ian Lee has it teed up. Ian Lee, 151 yards rushing on 10 carries tonight. He and Newhouse well over 1,000. Ian now well over 1,100. And there's the whistle. And we had a text to the booth, and we'll actually to the station, and we'll give you the answer to the text. We'll give you the question as the squib kick is downed at the 26-yard line by Zach Groves. So Juniata Valley will start at their own 26. The question that was texted to the radio station, Mike Newhouse, as we announced earlier, passed your son, Mike Hilliard, up earlier, becoming Homer Center's second all-time leading rusher. And I should have passed this along. The question is, who is Homer Center's all-time leading rusher? The answer, back to the 1970s we go. Pete Kuda, who rushed for 2,590 yards. As a junior, he led the Wildcats to a 9-0 Appalachian Conference championship in 1977. From the shotgun, Caleb Taylor, and he hands it up the middle to the fullback, Claire. Claire has about 4 or 5 yards. Jim Bentz, Lucas Monco on that tackle. Pete Kuda was a heck of a running back, and he was the junior, and he played with guys like Randy Madej and Tom Deptola. The quarterback was Ken Jones, receiver Jamie Stanish. You had some undersized, overachieving linemen like Kelly Wargo and some other guys, but that was a good football team.
Yeah, we recognize those guys here. The Jones boys, Kenny Jones and Ron Jones.
Was a receiver, yep.
Whoopsie Jones. Well, he called himself the amazing Ron Jones back then.
A legend in his own mind, right?
Yeah.
Second down and 6. Taylor, play action, throwing the home run ball down the right sideline. Masonette can't make the catch at the Wildcat 43-yard line, streaking right down the player-voided bench of Juniata Valley because they have very few subs. Matt McAdoo on the coverage. Masonette appears to be a pretty good athlete.
Yeah, and you know, Mark, since you made that remark, I was going to comment on that. Homer did not run up the score by going for 2. The whole thinking is to get this into a mercy rule situation so that it takes the pressure off of Juniata. They're undermanned, you can tell.
Not to mention,
and they don't want to run the score up.
Not to mention enhancing your own health as far as speeding this thing along a little bit.
They've done a wise thing by putting Mike Newhouse on the sideline. That's a big thing.
Leidig, a receiver to the left boundary. Backside pressure coming from Lee, and Taylor turns around and says, "Hello, Mr. Lee," or Lee says, "Hello, Mr. Taylor," and he spins him down inside the 15-yard line. They're probably going to say it about the 15, and the punt team out on the field for the Hornets. Oh, my goodness, they are going backwards. They're going to end up with negative yardage if this continues.
Well, that's how you beat those rollouts, too. They come with these backside blitzes. It's something they were not doing last week, and it didn't put any pressure on Portage's quarterback, but you can see the results here tonight. Taylor had no time to turn and throw.
They lost 12 yards on that possession and cleared a punt, and the punt is blocked. The punt is blocked by Jimmy Bentz, and the Wildcats are going to have first and goal at about the 5 or 6 yard line. I'm not sure who ended up on that ball, but Bentz blocked it with 8:42 to play in the third quarter.
When it gets bad, it goes bad. You know, it's interesting if you watch him punt the ball, is he kind of throws the ball up and then kicks it, which is, rather than just letting it drop and kick it, he kind of tosses it a little bit, and when he did that, Homer got in there, I guess Bentz got in there and blocked it. So they're setting up shop on the 6 yard line.
From the 6, the Wildcats trying to extend a 35-0 lead. Who would have thunk it? I formation, McAdoo the fullback, Newhouse is on the shelf, and the Wildcats, I think, jumped the gun and going to back them up 5 yards here, Ward.
I think Juniata jumped themselves. It looked like the right tackle.
Oh, you're right. It is offside, Juniata Valley.
Well, are you doubting me now?
Yeah, I am doubting you, yes.
I'm here. I can't see the middle of the field from here. But I saw that.
But I'll tell you what, this glass was a nice addition in the press box.
Oh, well, it's
and
handy.
Like my little,
you know how cold
look at our spotter, Dennis Mester. He turns the heater toward him, away from us.
I'll tell you. Never tell you.
Like what we pay him.
Field here. I'm pushed in the corner here.
First and goal from the 3 yard line. Wildcats, Brzezinski under center. Turns, and we have another whistle and another flag.
This might be a flinch from the Wildcats now.
I think offside. They might have lined up offside that time, Ward, and they did.
Wow. They want to get on the bus.
Ward, if Bellwood wins tomorrow night, and I would assume all of the coaches will be heading over the mountain to Bellwood Annis, but you remember the last time that the Wildcats played Bellwood Annis in the playoffs? It was 19 years ago, and we went in there with our, at the time, blue and yellow coats at Mansion Park, and it was the same colors that Bellwood had, and the Wildcats defeated them on a John Long field goal 3-0 to claim their second district title. Brzezinski hands to McAdoo. McAdoo keeps the legs churning it into the end zone. He goes from the 1-yard line. And it is now 41-0 Homer Center with 8:35 to play in the third quarter. Wow.
Probably be seeing a lot of the JVs in now. Matt McAdoo deservedly getting a score there. I mean, let's get some new faces in the game here now, I'm sure, Mark. Lead a kick out of Brzezinski's hold. Ian's had just one miss from placements tonight. 3 of 4.
Cody Miller, long snapper. And the snap is good. It's put down by Brzezinski, and Ian's kick is up. Did it catch the left upright? It did. It's good. Teams come upfield. Homer Center tacks on their second of the quarter as they score 2 touchdowns in a span of 2 minutes and 25 seconds. It's 42-0 Homer Center on the 1160 WCCS MSA Sports Network.
Ever since I was young, I've had a passion for being creative. So choosing IUP for interior design was an easy decision.
I wanted a school with smaller class sizes.
Cutting-edge technology. Access to the greatest internships.
A place where I could challenge myself while exploring my creative abilities.
IUP's interior design program has all of this and more. The program provided me with opportunities to get involved and gain the real-life experience I need to be successful. IUP Interior Design. Sometimes you just know. For more information, visit iup.edu.
Out-of-town scoreboard in the late in the second quarter. It was West Allegheny over Indiana 21-0 in the WPIAL playoffs. We'll be giving you updates on Portage and Blairsville and Ligonier Valley and Richland. It was 39-0 Richland at halftime. There's the whistle. Ian Lee approaches the football. He's going to have a tired right leg, Ian, and the squib kick is taken by Gilday, and Gilday to about the 35-yard line. Josh Cicela on the kick coverage team, and that might have been Beam on the return, 34.
Logan Bellman also helping out there along with Timmy Zayak. Now Zayak's going to stay in. They're going to put a lot of new faces out there, Mark.
8.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. 42-0 Homer Center. They are rolling up some yardage here tonight. 324 yards of offense to Juniata Valley's 29. 29 plays, 29 yards for the Hornets, Ward.
Wow.
I'll give you an interesting stat on our Wood Chevrolet drive summary after this play. From the gun, Caleb Taylor rolls to the short side of the field, looking, now flushed out of the pocket, comes back near side, right in the center of the field. Now he's going to tuck it away, comes near sideline to the 40, and the Wildcats giving chase, and he tight ropes it up the left sideline. They're going to spot him out of bounds at the 48-yard line, and they keep the clock moving, of course. On the pursuit was Tim Zayak for the Homer Center Wildcats. The Wood Chevrolet drive summary, Ward, how about this? It was a one-play, 6-yard touchdown drive, and that one play was a 2-yard run. That would be like one of those brain teasers. You know, how do you have a 2-yard touchdown run on a 1-yard or one-play, 6-yard drive?
You would like
The answer is 2 back-to-back offside penalties on the Hornets. 42-0. Taylor going to run the quarterback draw up the middle to the Wildcat 45 to the 40. Johnny Ireland forces him out of bounds at about the 33-yard line, maybe even the 32, as he picks up some good yardage, a gain of about 20 yards on that play for quarterback Caleb Taylor. He has not run a lot this season, or run that effectively, let's put it that way. 189 yards rushing entering play on 77 carries, 2.5-yard average, and 4 rushing touchdowns, but he looked good there. He looks like a good athlete. I'm told he's a good basketball player.
He's a good athlete, you can tell, and he's kind of outmanned here tonight. Homer just has that kind of a football team.
Taylor again from the gun, clear the sidecar to the left, and they hand it to the big fullback, and Grzanek has Claire, but not before he picks up about 8 yards. A lot of younger players in there for the Wildcats, including Big Gabe Manzanilla.
Yep, Adam McCombs Hilliard in there. Also, and Brian Gerhardt, who played well in special teams this year, playing some defensive tackle. Try to pick up some others as we see them.
Twins to the left and right for the Hornets. And Taylor hands it off up the middle. Claire, good running to about the 20-yard line. Stephen McLaughlin on the tackle, but they'll move the chains as we approach the halfway mark of this third quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's 42-0. Good guys. Homer Center with the lead. They put it down at the 21.
I actually expected the Wildcats to win the game. I did not expect it to be this kind of a performance, but boy, that's the way to get the momentum back going into your next game.
I see Lou Sacco, Homer City's finest, up on patrol there. I bet he's monitoring us again tonight. He'll text us on the fly. They give it to Masonette around the left end, and he's trying to get to the edge, and Johnny Ireland doesn't allow him to do it. And Nate Leidig, I think he's mad at himself for missing a block.
Yeah,
and
this is when he missed it.
So let's see where they put it down. Might even be a loss of a yard. Now they're going to put it down at the 21 again. So it'll be second down and 9.
That's actually 21 and a half, but we can't count that.
No, not by proper football statistical analysis word.
We'll have to see who wrote that book.
From the gun, Taylor throws over the middle, and it's behind the intended receiver, Gilday, and Anthony Caruso bumps into Gilday. That was inadvertent, and no flag, and Anthony's certainly not that kind of player.
That's close, though. He gave it, put a stop to it.
Third down and 9. I just think
he was just there, yep.
If Anthony would have been penalized, it would have been 2 minutes for embellishment on Gilday, too. Rolling to his right is Caleb Taylor all the way to the sideline. He throws a duck in the end zone, and it's right at the goalpost, incomplete. Intended for J.C. Clare, and it was jump ball time right in front of the goalpost. And Anthony Caruso on the coverage, and Matt McAdoo also on the coverage, right near those goalposts that need painted, says our spotter, Dennis Mester.
I don't think that's going to happen.
He even grabbed the headset and was talking to newly elected board member Michael Burdick, and just what you want to do at your first meeting, bring up paint. In this tough economy, that could be about $8 a gallon. Rolling to his right, Caleb Taylor throws, and it's incomplete. We're two receivers in the same spot. Gilday, the tight end, and the wingman, Aaron Masonette.
That's blown there. They ran the wrong route. Somebody did, and
so they stall.
Taylor threw it right to both of them, and neither one was looking for it.
I can do some calculations.
He's a done.
Do some calculations on what that gallon of paint would mean to the average taxpayer.
All the folks at IUP TV, I'm sure, are interested in that. It's 21.5-yard line Homer sets up. Hey, we're getting a media timeout here. They're going to give you one, apparently.
All right, timeout on the field with 3:44 to play in the third quarter. It's Homer Center 42 and the Juniata Valley Hornets nothing on the 1160 WCCS MSA IUP TV Sports Network.
This week's game is sponsored by Indiana Regional Medical Center.
All right, Michael, thank you very much. With Ward Hilliard, Mark Burdick back with you. 42-0 Wildcats. And during the break, we figured it out. It would be about 1/1000th of a penny per taxpayer for that gallon of paint. But the good news is taxpayers do not fret. Dennis Mester has offered to buy the paint. What a noble act.
Yeah, he's going to buy. He's probably going to paint it, too.
Straight eye behind Johnny Ireland, and the give to Matt Cook. Matt Cook has some big running room as a flag comes in behind him, and it's going to be wiped out as Cookie went from the 21 up near the 34-yard line for 13, actually 14 yards, but I think they're going to bring it back.
They got a little bit of a hold back there. Nice run by Matt. Unfortunately, it's not going to count.
We'll have reaction down on the field after this game. I might even go down with you, Ward.
Yeah, better fetch if you like. I'll stay up here.
I might even do something different, do the recap from down on the field, because I can do that.
Yes, you are a multitasker. I will. If anybody's ever ridden with Mr. Burdick, he has defined multitasking behind the wheel.
42-0 Homer Center as we flip the Mistretta meter. 3:25 clock moving after the penalty, which was a block in the back. It's first and about 20. And Ireland gives to Cook. Cook cuts it back in 3-4 yards. The middle linebacker, who's had a good game here tonight, Kyle Smithmeyer on the tackle up near the 15-yard line. So it's going to be second down and 16, make it 17 to go for the Wildcats in the final 3 minutes of the third quarter. The Wildcats led at the half, 27-0, tacked on 2 more here in the third quarter, 2 minutes and 25 seconds apart.
These guys deserved a win like this, Mark. I'm not trying to make fun of the Juniata program at all. The Homers just worked hard, and they earned this win.
Second down, 17. Ireland, the sophomore quarterback, puts Sisela in motion. He takes the pitch, cuts it back to the 20, and out over the 25 to about the 26-yard line. On the tackle for the Juniata Valley Hornets, Sean Anders. Going to be shy of a first down by 5 yards, so it'll be third down and 5 as we approach the 2-minute mark in the third quarter.
Good solid pickup there by Josh, running well.
IUP at action tomorrow afternoon. I'm trying to think who's on the schedule. Gannon's coming to Miller Stadium. We'll be on the air. I think 1 o'clock is kickoff, Josh Hill, at 12:30 on Senior Day at Frank Signetti Field. Game veterans get in free tomorrow as Veterans Day parade at 10:30 in downtown Indiana Monday. They turn and hand it off, and with the football, Matt McAdoo, and he stopped short of the first down. On the stop, Bryce Mills for the Hornets, and the Wildcats will have to send Ian Lee and the punt team out in the final 90 seconds of this
enjoyable as this game is, I can guarantee you next week it will be much more competitive no matter which team we play. The easy games are gone, if you want to consider this an easy one.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody even expected this one to be. Nobody did, I don't think.
I did not.
Ian Lee punts, and it's a floating kick, and Caleb Taylor calls for the fair catch and takes it at the 46. We'll pause with exactly 60 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 42-0 Homer Center on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night on the 1160 WCCS MSA IUP TV Sports Network.
This week's game is sponsored by Luther Ford Lincoln.
Back with you at Memorial Field, and we just missed a throwback screen and a 54-yard touchdown pass. Attempting the extra point, a Ford Exchange student from Slovakia, Robert Miklos. And the snap is put down, and Miklos's kick is not a good one. It did not make it to Slovakia. It did not make it to Harrison Street. It is 42-6, Homer Center over the Juniata Valley Hornets. We're coming back on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night on the 1160 WCCS MSA IUP TV Sports Network.
All your professors, all of them, they know that all it takes is one dreamer with passion, one person, and they hope in each of you that you might be that one who makes a longer-lasting light bulb, who writes music for the ages, who reaches into the mind and discovers a new star and who can change the world of a fifth grader. We're gathered here to hope in you.
Our drive summary, Wood Chevrolet brings you all season long. One play, 54 yards, Caleb Taylor to Jesse Clark. And for Caleb Taylor, his 9th touchdown pass of the season. And for Clark, his 3rd receiving touchdown and 24th overall. What a season that senior has had. That was a nice-looking play. We apologize for missing it. It's tough on these mercy rule games with getting everything in. From a commercial standpoint, the kick is taken by Brzezinski, who comes near sideline to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, right sideline as he approaches midfield, and he's dragged down in Juniata Valley territory at the 45-yard line, and making that tackle, Damian Dunkel of the Hornets with 22 seconds on the third quarter clock.
Move there by Aaron to get to the sideline and pick those yards up. You know, what made that screen work so well is Homer blitzed from that side, and they threw back over the blitz, and nobody home over there, including Matty McAdoo, who was guy blitzing. So that's what went. That's why it went so well here.
We'll give you out-of-town scoreboard update. Playing in the third quarter, Richland leading Ligonier Valley 46-0. 46-6 now, I'm told in my ear. 35-14 Portage over Blairsville, and West Allegheny leading Indiana 24-0 as the third quarter time expires off of the clock before the Wildcats snap the ball. On the mercy rule, of course, they just started, and the third quarter has come to a close. Indiana Regional Medical Center high school sports night coverage continues after this timeout. It is 42-6 Homer Center over the Juniata Valley Hornets on the 1160 WCCS MSA IUP TV Sports Network.
This week's game is sponsored by Octogrip.
All right, WA, let me clarify the foreign exchange student from Slovakia. I was not making fun of his native Slovakia. My mother was Slovak, for crying out loud.
You don't have to explain that to me.
Well, I just wanted
people who are calling, you'll probably have to explain.
I don't have to. I'm not calling. They understood that it was in good fun. The give to Sasela, and on the tackle for the Juniata Valley Hornets was Kyle Smithmeyer. Out-of-town scoreboard, Richland 46, Ligonier Valley 6. Portage now leading Blairsville on their way to a semifinal matchup next weekend against the winner of Penns Manor and Bishop Guilfoyle. 42-14 there. And West Allegheny in WPIAL action at last report, 24-0 over the Indiana Little Indians. Wildcats will get the winner of tomorrow's Bellwood-Annis Bishop Carroll game. We'll be right here at the friendly confines at 6 o'clock airtime next Friday night. Second down and 10. Toss left, Monteo Coleman. Monteo is popped and pushed backward toward the school teddy party. And it was Bryce Mills who popped him good. And going to lose some yardage on that play back to the Hornet 48-yard line. And Monteo's kids are going to be born dizzy after that.
He's all of 125 back there, and he's been taking those hits all year long practicing with this first unit.
If he's taking hits like that all night or all season long, I'm not sure Monteo knows we're in the month of November.
He's still out there plugging away.
Third down and about a dozen for the Cats. Johnny Ireland under center. And he's back to pass. And he throws sideline. Good ball to Sasela. Sasela spun down at the 40-yard line. On the tackle for the Hornets, Zach Grove. And it'll be fourth down for Homer Center from the Hornet 40-yard line. Fourth down and about 4 to go.
Pretty pass there by Johnny Ireland, right on the numbers. Sasela gathered it in. I guess the Wildcats are going to go here.
We have Pitt Notre Dame tomorrow from Heinz Field. 8 o'clock is game time. I believe 6 o'clock airtime. Their pregame's even longer than ours from the S&T Bank broadcast booth here at Memorial Field.
That's hard to believe.
4th down and 4, I formation, and Cecela in motion. Juniata Valley shows blitz, and I think they were offside.
I think they were too. That's what the official's saying.
We'll have post-game reaction. Stay with us for our post-game show. We'll interview a couple of players. Hope to talk to Mike Newhouse. I might make that.
You come down? Okay, we'll both get down there. I'll get the guys, and you can ask questions, or vice versa. I don't care.
I want to say hello to our good friend. I saw him, speaking of multitasking, our good friend Jim Cook has his ears on down below us, where he's probably a little colder than we are up here in the booth, even though Dennis Mester has the heater pointed his direction, but he had the leaf blower out today and was doing some tidy work around the house. I saw you, Mr. Cook.
Just had a birthday last week.
Happy birthday.
2 weeks ago.
1st and 10 from the Hornet 35-yard line, and Johnny Ireland going to come near side, keep it himself, and that ball a little bit loose, and he does hang on to it, and down he goes. Tackled on the play by Kellen Glennie, I believe it is, from Juniata Valley. They're going to have their season come to an end with a 6-5 record, back-to-back bookend losses to end the regular season and into the playoffs, and they have had some success in District 6 playoff action.
Yeah, they usually hang around. It's a good program. Good program up there.
See Carolyn Davis down in the stands. Her, along with Kate Steele-Yancey, had a lot to do with that pep rally and bonfire, along with the Homer Center football parents last night. They'll have to do that again now because of superstition. 2nd down and 9 from the 34-yard line.
Just want a meal.
Monteo Coleman. 2-yard gain. Jesse Clare on the stop for the Hornets. We have 8:20 to play in this football game, and Homer Center leading 42-6. It was a good meal. Hot sausage and sweet sausage, excellent, as prepared by Jimmy Bentz's father. You know what? I went through the line just wanting a sandwich because I knew I was going to have a good turkey dinner. And the ladies they said, no, you have to have this and this and this. Those football parents do a lot of good work.
Oh, yeah, they do. They certainly do. No two ways about it. Brad Black in the ballgame. The senior just came out this year. Finally got to play here.
3rd down and 7. Monteo Coleman takes the pitch from the right wingback position, comes near sideline, and Monteo is wrecked again by McMullen this time. Ryan McMullen on the tackle, the weak side defensive end, and the Wildcats will have 4th down as the clock continues to churn. 7.5 minutes to play in the football game with the Wildcats leading 42-6, and some of the faithful have headed to their cars or made the walk into the neighborhoods here at Homer Center.
Dalton Kirkwood in the ball game for the Cats.
Not too many towns have. We're like New York with Brooklyn and Queens. We have Yankeetown and Red Town and Red Barn and Meyerwalt and Waterman. 4th down. 10 to go for the Cats from the Hornet 35. John Ireland back to pass. Backside pressure coming from Gilday. Throws, and it's through the hands of the Juniata Valley Hornets. Zach Grove almost picked that off. It was intended for Chris Rora. And the Wildcats will turn it over on downs, and we have immediate timeout. 6:52 to play in the football game. Our score, Homer Center Wildcats on their way to the semifinals next weekend right here at Memorial Field. They lead the Juniata Valley Hornets 42-6 on the 1160 WCCS MSA IUP TV Sports Network on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night.
Students in communications media at Indiana University of Pennsylvania can focus on a variety of areas, including media promotions. Our promotion students learn their skills by working in a hands-on environment, gaining real-world experience. They learn how to use media to promote, produce, and manage events, and how media organizations operate. They create promotional campaigns and help clients pitch their services, products, and events. With excellent classes led by experienced teachers, the Communications Media Department at IUP is perfect for students interested in media promotions.
Oh, we'll tell you someday, fans, what we're talking about up here. We're trying to get through this game. It's 42-6 with 6:52 to play in the football game, and Juniata Valley is going to take over at their own 35-yard line after that media timeout. Claire, the fullback, And they give it to McMullen. McMullen is hit and dropped nicely as the ball comes loose, and Homer Center has it unless they rule him down. The ball was coughed up by Ryan McMullen, and they're going to say Wildcat football.
I don't know if Brian Gearhart made that hit.
On the recovery, Josh Sisela, I think who made that hit, Ward, for the Homer Center Wildcats was 62 Logan Bellman,
who's played well all year long. He starts occasionally, and boy, made a nice tackle there if that was him.
Well, 6:43 to play. So Homer Center will start off right back at the Juniata Valley 35. Well, it's hard to say who you'd rather play next week. I mean, frankly, we don't know a lot about either team, but you know Bellwood traditionally, they're the defending District 6 champions.
Well, I can tell you right now I would prefer play Bishop Carroll because I know the kind of program Bellwood has.
The give to Monteo Coleman, and Kyle Smithmeyer and Sam Gilday make that stop for the Hornets. And Juniata Valley Ward in the, I mean, it's easy to say now 42-6, but the opening part of this ball game, they had a turnover, had a couple of turnovers, and they just couldn't turn them into points, and that was really a key as things went south on them in a hurry.
Yeah, and that's a mark of a solid club. Homer, you know, despite themselves, was able to hold Juniata, keep them from taking the lead, and then finally got themselves righted and went down and took control of the football game.
Offset eye for the Homer Center Wildcats. The fullback is Tristan Debar, and they toss it right to Monteo, breaks one tackle, and he's popped again back towards School Tennis Party. It was Jesse Clare got him.
I don't mean to laugh, but every time he's got hit, he's got knocked back 3 yards.
You know, Monteo Coleman's, they list him at 127. His grandfather tells me that might be generous. And Monteo trots out of the huddle. And he, I like that. He gets some encouragement from teammates on the sideline.
Tough little
as they look out for the young freshman. Back to the 40-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 15. 5 minutes to play in the football game.
He'll have his day. He'll have his day.
Yeah, he's actually a decent prospect. He just needs to get bigger. He's got good wheels. 3rd down, 15 for the Wildcats. Full house backfield, and they're going to give on a little counter tray to Sisela, and Sisela has 3 yards. Jesse Clare playing hard to the end. He's a good football player, Jesse Clare. I mentioned earlier the cousin of IUP women's prolific scorer, Lacey Clare. Now, Lacey pronounced her name Clore. He said he prefers Clare.
Yeah, she played for Claysburg. I actually got to see them play the girls' team in the high school playoffs when she was there. I knew she was a good player then.
Ball spotted at the 36-yard line, 4th down and 11. IUP women's team will have action from the KCAC on Sunday afternoon at 3:40 as they open up their season under new head coach Tom McConnell.
It's starting already, isn't it?
What a basketball name that is.
Yeah, yeah.
Sisela, Cook in the backfield, actually. Wingman to the left, Monteo Coleman. Sisela, wingman right, and he takes the pitch coming near side, picking his way for some yardage, and going to be knocked down at about the 34, maybe the 33-yard line, and the Wildcats will turn over on downs, tackled by Gunnar Harris. I love that name. Gunnar Harris, sophomore, 6'1", 230-pounder. Every so often we run into those names that you say, now that's a football name.
That's a good one. That's a good one. 3:37 left in the 4th quarter, 42-6. We can flip the stratometer there. Homer Center up.
And Juniata Valley calls a timeout. Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night coverage continues from Memorial Field in Homer City. Our score, Homer Center 42 and the Juniata Valley Hornets 6. It's on to the semifinals, and they'll be right here next Friday night. You're listening to Wildcat Playoff Football on the 1160 WCCS IUP TV Sports Network.
This week's game is sponsored by Luther Ford Lincoln.
As we come back, Mills on the carry for the Juniata Valley Hornets, tackled by Brad Black and Todd Smeltzer of the Homer Center Wildcats, and we are down to 3:15 to play, and I think Juniata Valley wanted to get some of their youngsters. Yeah. Quite frankly, they don't have that many substitutes. I'm not sure, maybe you can count, Ward, but there's 11 on the field, obviously. How many did they dress? We were told it would only be 21 or so.
I think it was 21. Tristan DeBar's in for the Wildcats. So.
Quarterback is Nate Leidig, who started as a receiver. He's a sophomore. Second down and 8, and he's going to pass the football. Leidig rolls near sideline, pressure coming, and he's in some trouble, but he dumps it off. And that's dropped by Bryce Mills. It is a forward pass, incomplete. He'd have lost yardage all the way back to the 28 or 29 yard line. On the coverage, Matt Cook. So instead, they're going to respot it after the incompletion at the 36-yard line. It'll be third down and 9.
Brandon Hummel in the game for the Cats. Trying to pick up a few other numbers here that I might not have mentioned. All the grandmas and aunts want to know. Jonah Bent's in the game. You got number 10 out there? Who's that? Trey Southern.
Brandon Hummel.
Yep.
He's the left cornerback. Third down and 9, under 2 minutes to play. Mercy clock has been running. Mercy rule invoked at the 11-minute mark of the third quarter, and Juniata Valley's confused, and they need to call a timeout. Well, a lot of youngsters out there for the Hornets, and Nate Leidig showed a little bit of poise there. He realized something wasn't quite right, and he called a timeout, and that's what he should have done. With 1:48 to play in the football game, IRMC High School Sports Night coverage continues with the score: Homer Center 42 and the Juniata Valley Hornets 6 on the 1160 WCCS MSA IUP TV Sports Network.
This week's game is sponsored by Indiana Regional Medical Center.
Come on, Dave!
Toss left, and with the football for the Hornets moving up over the 40-yard line, it is Zach Beam. Brad Black on the tackle, along with Tyler Scoff in their defensively out-of-town scoreboard third quarter. West Allegheny 31, Indiana nothing. Final double-A action, District 6. Richland all over Ligonier Valley. Roger Bidle's ball club season comes to an end at 6-5. Highly touted Richland, 46-6 final there, Ward. And late in the football game, Portage leading Blairsville 49-14 as the Mustangs continue to roll.
Jared Bellman in the ball game for the Cats. Still picking up numbers here. Travis Rufner back there at deep safety.
4th and 3 as we approach the 1-minute mark. We'll be under that mark after this play. And the give up the middle, and they're not going to make the first down. And let's see who carried that football. I know making the tackle was Tyler Scoff, and getting up off the bottom of the pile, Bryce Mills on the carry in Homer Center, I think is going to take over on downs. Yep, they will.
Probably do a victory formation here. They might want to run one play. You guys don't know that the ball has been turned over. They're kind of milling around out there. Okay, here comes the offense now. Hey guys, we got the ball. Oh, okay. Let's huddle up. There we go.
Wildcat football at the 43-yard line.
Some confusion, obviously. I don't know who's supposed to be out there. We got about 9 guys on the field right now.
So it'll be Bellwood or Bishop Carroll here next Friday night. Our airtime will be 6 o'clock. Advance tickets will be on sale at Homer Center next week. Always good to get them in advance, and you save money if you're buying student tickets, because it's $6 adults, $3 for students in advance, and all tickets are $6 at the gate.
It'll be a real challenge either way, so if you want to see a good game, that is the one to attend.
Jonah Bentz under center now, third quarterback to be used tonight, and he's going to get charged with a 1-yard loss as he takes a knee, and I think we have witnessed the final play of this football game, and it was a Wildcat night. Other than the turnover as the fireworks go off up near the school. They're celebrating in Homer City. The Wildcats win their first home playoff game since November 7th of 2008, and they do it in convincing fashion. Our final score here tonight as the Wildcats are on to the District 6 Class A semifinals. Homer Center 42 and the Juniata Valley Hornets 6. Stay with us for our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show coming up next on the 1160 WCCS MSA IUP TV Sports Network.